Mhm. Yes, I guess now it's working fine. How are you guys doing? Work. पपम पम. ओके, सो पहले हम को पहले एक बार देख लेते हैं क्या क्या रह रहा है करना। और फिर हम स्टार्ट करते हैं काम। एडमिन भक्ति बोध से चालू करेंगे। भक्ति बोध, देन बायोग्राफी, फिर इनिशिएशन, फॉर्म सबमिशन सेटिंग, हेलो हेलो। ओके, अब ठीक है। इनिशिएशन हो गया, उसके बाद इनिशिएशन रूल्स, ऐड न्यू रूल। ओके, फिर इवेंट्स, आर्टिकल्स हो गया हमारा, फिर कैंपेन्स, इंटरेक्टिव नॉलेज, होली बुक्स, ये अलग है, ये नहीं हुआ था। देन कॉन्टैक्ट, ऐड फोन नंबर, ऐड आश्रम, नोटिफिकेशन, मोबाइल डिवाइस ओनली, फैक्ट्स एंड कोड्स हो गया। अनाउंसमेंट सॉरी। न्यूज़लेटर्स का तो काम हो गया था हमारा। न्यूज़लेटर्स का बाद में देखते हैं। पेमेंट सेटिंग, ऐप सेटिंग, सिस्टम स्टेटस, यूजर्स, न्यूज़लेटर एडिटर, टोटल यूजर्स, एक्टिव फॉर एडमिन 1, एडिटर्स 1। हाय निशा, हाउ आर यू? One admin, one editor, one newsletter। ठीक है, अभी ये सब करते हैं पेमेंट वाला, और एक ऐप सेटिंग भी कर सकते हैं। टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ। आई एम गुड आल्सो। कि पहले ये वाला काम शुरू करते हैं, बाकी आगे पूछ लेंगे अगर कुछ काम होगा तो। पहला भक्ति बोध। ठीक है, यूजर्स वाला तो ऑलमोस्ट हमने कर दिया था। users. ठीक है। इसको कोलैप्स करना भी यार बहुत अलग ही टास्क होता है, बट इससे थोड़ा नीट दिखता है कोड भी। तो यार ये मैंने कोलैप्स करके रखे थे, ये सब ऐसे कैसे हो गए? हम्म, अब ठीक है। वी वांट भक्ति बोध, भक्ति बोध राउट्स। तो सबसे पहला है हमारा भक्ति बोध ऐड करने का। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे कैटेगरी के टैब्स हैं, अलग अलग कैटेगरीज है। वीडियो का लिंक है, डिस्क्रिप्शन, टाइमिंग एंड डाउनलोड लिंक है, और एक अपलोड फाइल का बटन है यहाँ पे, तो वो ऐड करना है। उसके बाद सेव है, और उसके बाद जनरल यूट्यूब सेटिंग्स और है हमारे पास। तो इसका एक बार मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा कि क्या होगा। एक बार मैं पूछ ही लेता हूँ what we need to do with this। पहले इसका मॉडल हम ऐड कर, अच्छा मॉडल मैंने बनाया था यहाँ पे। स्लग है, टाइटल है, भक्ति बोध भाई। ओके, इसको बना लेते हैं पहले। category of bhakti bodh. So enum will be nitniyam. Nitniyam Rameni. Rameni Sandhya. Sandhya Arti. Food prayer. Nitniyam रामेणी संध्या आरती और फूड प्रेयर. ठीक है, ये हमारे इनम है एंड दिस इज रिक्वायर्ड टू ट्रू. ओके, एंड यूट्यूब वीडियो लिंक टाइप will be string. ठीक है, can it be required? Let's see. Okay, so video title I guess must be, we must keep it to required because okay, it is required. And description, we also need to make it trim. Okay, so trim true. Okay, description required to true. We need description as well. And timings, type is string only. Okay, required. Although it is not uh, given as an optional field, so we can keep it required here as well. Otherwise I will ask them, otherwise they will tell me to keep it optional. but for now I'm keeping it as required field. And then we have a download link. Now in the admin panel there is an issue with the admin panel, and the issue is there is this PDF and audio download links, but there are no separate links given to me, although we need to show it separately here. If you guys can see it. Okay, so there are two different field which needs to be given there, but I don't know I don't know how that needs to be given there. Okay, it's okay. We will keep it like this only. Or I can add a tab, download link. Uh, let's keep two fields, download link PDF, and this type will be string, and it will get trim, and we will also going to have download link audio. Okay, these two fields we need here. Load file. Yep. Now do we need slug? Let's see. Bhakti both. So we don't need the slug. Although we can't have the slug, or because we don't have any title here, and slug can be only added if the title is there. Bhakti both Mango const Bhakti both mongoose dot model Bhakti both schema, which we have made. Module dot exports Bhakti both. And is there anything that we need? I don't think so. Nyantam. The category can be the title itself, I guess. Yeah, because if you guys can see here, can you check? Like, that's all we have here. Afternoon prayer, Niyantam, Ramini, Sandhyarti, food prayers. Okay, so can we do that category? Or what we can do else is we can make separate categories for this, like a separate model for this category, and we can use those categories to be integrated with this. In that way we can show this part. What else we can do? I guess we should do that thing. Bhakti both category and otherwise what we can do is we can use this enum as an title. इसी को यही करते हैं। तो हम क्या करेंगे, we will let's keep it as Natniyam, Natniyam, Ramini, Sandhya, Arti, and food, prayer. Okay, in this way it can be treated as both. So I can show its list category wise, and like we can use it as as slug as well. So I can make it like this, slug, and type will be string, required, true. Okay, lowercase, still true, and trim to be true. All right, and we need to add the slug, so we can use this code here. Okay, so whatever category we get, that category needs to be slugified. Okay, so we can add this here. All right, category will be here and it will be converted as a slug. We just need to add this plugin. So I've used the slugify plugin. It can be installed by npm. Okay, so this thing is done. And one thing here which we need to keep in mind that uh, slug will not going to get updated again and again like in serial wise way, because if you will look at this you will get to know that this documents need to be saved first and updated then after, and cannot be like get created again and again. So the duplicate copy of an Nitnium category cannot be there. It can only be updated. Okay, so that thing we need to keep in mind while doing the slug thing. So base slug will be this, count will be incremented here, and we don't want that. We just want our slug to be updated, and then uh, it will going to get updated here, and we need to do this as well, unique to be true. Okay, we want this thing. I hope I have done this thing somewhere else also, and here as well. So yeah, we need this unique to be true, although we are not true. Deep on unique to be true, although I haven't specified any code which will conflict this condition, so that's okay. And where else I have done this? Do we have slug? Here we have unique to be true. Okay, so Bhakti Bodh thing is done. Now we can go to this place and start writing code for it. Bhakti Bodh. Okay, this is on post admin auth. This is the middleware which I have made. Okay, uh, which will authenticate the call first if the user is if the admin is logged in or not, and in that case it will do its work. Like it will pass you on the another middleware or another callback function within this method, or else it will going to throw the unauthenticated error. Next, this is the function which throws any error which we catch within this block to the global error handler. So the thing we want is the category string required message, and the valid categories we can have is Nitnyam, Ramini, Sandhya Aarti, and food prayer. So we need to place it there. So the user who is adding or updating any category should know that which category he's targeting of. any, first we'll go with the string any dot. There is something called any dot only. Okay, so this is we want only with name Ramani Sandhya Arti food prayer can be added to category. All right, then we need YouTube link, or I can give it to ChatGPT so that thing can do it really fast than me doing it manually. That will be a foolish move if I will do it manually because it will cost me some time to write it. So please complete joy schema. So there is a thing which I forgot was to add the language to it also, because there is a description and these things present in this, so we need to add language into this as well. Okay, so we will add the language model also. Language type needs to be mongoose dot types dot object id reference of languages model. Okay, and it is required. Okay, that's done, and here we can have const language language from request dot headers dot. We need to have this because headers itself doesn't contain language keyword, and by default we will add this en, which is English. Now we need the category, or we can do this as well, because it's just okay, and we can have language as well. Okay, so all the values which were here in this will be added to this part, and we will get this and we will return it by response handler as 201 success to true. What I have done here false is bhakti both added or updated successfully. Okay, that's being done. Wait a second, guys. Also buying something, so let me do that first. 4,800 and the on Thursday 4th December, tomorrow, ये तो कल ही आ जाएगा, ये 4 दिसंबर को आएगा. But that's all right. Dun, 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 dun. But that's all right. Okay, so we are done with this thing. Add an update. Need to come to our now. The service we need to make is this add or update Bhakti both data, and first we need to do is to check if the language exists, because there is another collection for the language. Wait, the code itself, so data dot language. We can do two lowercase and trim here as well, so we need to do this two lowercase dot trim. Okay, and if we don't find that language, through new API error. Status code is 404, and we will say that this language GUAGE does not exist in the system. Okay, this language does not exist in the system, otherwise we're gonna be having our language const alien. Just keep it that way. We will using this keyword on the Bhakti board. Await Bhakti board and data. And the second thing what we gonna do is we will spread this data, and the second thing we will do is we will going to add the language array, which is language exist dot id. Okay, so sorry, here we got this, and we will await to save this. We want it to be add or update, and not only this, creating a new document, so we can do one more thing. Find one and update. Okay, and we can do this. Add to set, and here we can add the data and the language also. Okay, add to set, and then we need to add two more keys, which is new to true, and upsert, which we got to know yesterday. And here what we need to do is we need to update it, so we always going to get the category here, right? So we will ask for the category, data dot category. Okay, we'll always going to get this category, so we will check if the category is there is or there or not. Okay, and then we will get the bhakti both, and we will just going to return it. Okay, and here we are done. language. In this process, it will always going to update this document of language, which is not good. But this collection will not get updated so frequently, so we can keep it like this only for now. Okay, so add to set can be just set. I asked ChatGPT if this code is right, so we have changed this to set only. Else everything is like we have coded. Okay, so that's done. Now we should proceed with other API as well. Exports, we will test this API in the end, but now let's go with other API as well. General YouTube settings. This is just for the connection test. Okay. So we can code this one as well. YouTube channel connection test. Async, and we will be given two things, channel ID and API key. I will ask ChatGPT to complete this. Okay, so he has given me this. Okay, and we don't need this catch error. And it's also returning me this, so we don't want this as well. We will just return the channel itself. This is not needed. Basic validations. Basic validation will be done on the router level itself. And Okay, just a second, guys. I need to check .env. That's okay. ओके, ट्रिम को ट्रिम कर दिया मैंने। भक्ति बोध के अंदर टाइमिंग्स ट्रिम ट्रू। ओके, टेस्ट कनेक्शन हो गया है एंड नाउ वी वांट category based bhakti bodh data. So exports get bhakti bodh by category async category and bhakti bodh was to await bhakti bodh dot get, sorry, find one category and we will return this. Okay, but before done this, we will check if bhakti bodh doesn't exist. In that case, we need to return it as response handler. Oh, not response handler. We need to throw new error, throw new API error. It's to be 404 and it will say that uh, bhakti bodh with the provided category does not exist. Bhakti bodh with provided category does not exist. ठीक है? Simple. And this is not syncing, so get हो गया, ये हो गया, और चैनल को टेस्ट करने वाला हमें गेट नहीं चाहिए, जो जनरल यूट्यूब चैनल सेटिंग्स को टेस्ट करने वाला था इसका गेट नहीं चाहिए। इसमें तो वैसे एक बार चेक करके वो टेस्ट करेगा कि कनेक्शन प्रॉपर है या नहीं है। और हाँ, एक और हमें राउट चाहिए अपलोड फाइल का, तो वो भी हम ऐड कर लेते हैं। ओके, ये मैंने इसके अंदर नहीं बनाई है, इनको मैं यहाँ पे ऐड कर लेता हूँ। ओके, तो यहाँ पे होगा एक्सपोर्ट्स अपलोड भक्ति बोध फाइल करके सी। ठीक है, और लेट्स सी कैसे अपलोड कर रहे थे। तो एक बार हम जाएंगे राउट्स के अंदर, एडमिन के राउट्स के अंदर, और यहाँ पे हमें देखना है आर्टिकल लैंग्वेज बुक्स के अंदर। तो यहाँ पे कवर इमेज इमेज अपलोड का है, अपलोड सिंगल देन रिक्वेस्ट डॉट फाइल हमें भेज देनी है। ओके, सो we will get the file and we will just upload it to this. So it's the same thing we're going to do here. Okay, and here we will name it as Bhakti Bodh. Nice. And here we will name it as file. Okay, so it will give us the link which we can then after upload to the API which we have made just now. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to code these routes here as well. So we have made add, add an update, then we need to make YouTube channel connection test router dot post the both channel connection test add math async request res next try error. Okay, and here what we need is a schema for channel ID, which needs to be string joy dot string dot. Let me, but yeah, messages. Okay, string base में आएगा, string base में आएगा channel ID must be a string only, and string empty में आएगा channel ID cannot be empty. ठीक है, channel ID हो गया, फिर आगे आएगा API की सो सेम चीज होगा यहाँ पे। API then we will ask schema to validate this thing, request.body। ठीक है, तो हमारे को यहाँ पे एरर और वैल्यू मिलेगा। Now we can just copy this thing and use it here, right? And then what we can do is const result await YouTube channel connection test, and we can pass this value. And we have done it like this, though we need to extract it here from the value. So the channel ID and API key, these two, then we will pass them here. It will give us the result and we just need to pass that result as 200 true message channel connection test is successful, and we will pass the result. Okay, that's done. And now what do we need to do is this API is done, the post one is done, and third API which we need to make is the get bhakti bodh by category. So router dot get bhakti bodh, and here we need to pass category. सर मेरे कोडिंग सर के ऊपर से जाती है बट काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग भी लगती है। क्या बात है, अमेजिंग। पानी पी लो गाइस। भक्ति बोध कैटेगरी then admin auth async request res next try and catch next error. And one more thing which we have forgot but it can be used, सेम कॉफी पी ली थी हमने तो, दैट्स नाइस। मैंने भी अभी थोड़ी देर पहले कॉफी पी। भक्ति बोध एंड बाय कैटेगरी अपलोड भक्ति बोध फाइल्स। So const schema joy object, and here what we need is category string dot required dot messages and string dot base will be category is required. Okay, so that's the only thing we want here. And then we need schema dot dot validate request dot request dot params and error and value. If we get the if we get any error, in that case we need to have this. That's the same thing we need to repeat again and again and again. And uh, yeah, so const we need the category value, category values. Then we need bhakti both await and get bhakti both by category. uh, and here we need to pass the category and we need to return this. Return in response handler res status 200 to true message will be bhakti both fetched successfully. Bhakti ठीक है एंड तो ये वाला राउट भी कंप्लीट हो गया ठीक है then we need this and this route uh, needs to be built over this because okay this one is good हाँ तो ये जो अपलोड फाइल वाला राउट है उसको हमें इसके ऊपर बनाना पड़ेगा क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या है कैटेगरी वाला पैराम्स हम प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं तो अगर मैं सेम पाथ यूज लूंगा ना सेम बेस पाथ तो आगे वाला ट्रीटेड होगा एज अ कैटेगरी ठीक है कैटेगरी पैरामीटर सो उससे हम डिफरेंट रखने के लिए इसको पहले हम यूज ले रहे हैं ठीक है पहले हम इसको क्रिएट कर रहे हैं सो भक्ति upload file and here we need a middleware we need this admin auth then we need upload dot file upload single and we need to name it as Let me check where I have used it. Upload single cover image. Okay. And we can just use this, so we don't need to write it again and again. Okay. And here I will say bhakti bodh upload file, upload file. Okay. And cover image, instead of cover image we will use file only. Okay. And file is required. Okay. File is not there. Upload bhakti bodh file. So we have given the file, we will get the URL and we will pass the URL. So like this we will provide the file URL. Bhakti bodh upload file, and this should work fine. File is there, file cover image uploaded successfully. So file uploaded successfully, I would say. Okay. And we can name it like this. Okay, so these 4 routes has been done. Now we can test them. So I will take this here, and where is the postman, bro? So Bhakti was completed. भक्ति बोध करके है, ठीक है. It is an post request, and the body which we need is category. So category, we need to specify things here as well. So how many types of categories we can add? We can specify them like this as a recommendation or as a description to the client. Sandhya Aarti, food prayer. Okay, one of them can be a category, and then we need 2. You don't need slug to be passed here. YouTube link description. Timings. Download link. Audio link. Okay. So client must specify like which link he wants to save, and that respective link will get saved. Timings, description, video, that's done. They'll be calling me royalty. Nityam, I have a doubt if we need the slug. We need this slug though, but while updating this, we don't want slug to be present there. And while updating, it should not get updated. बट वो चीज़ हम बाद में चेक करेंगे. Book schema is not defined. ओके, भक्ति बोध मॉडल के अंदर, ओह सॉरी सॉरी So we need the schema. Now it should work fine. पहले हम एक डाउनलोड लिंक, चलो लिंक वगैरह वाला बाद में करते हैं, पहले मैं एक डमी डेटा बनवा लेता हूँ जीपीटी से। Provide me more data. So ठीक है, मॉर्निंग कर दिया है। Now we will create, so token expire, we need to log in again, and now we will check. So नित्यम करके एक बन गया है, वापस से बना के देखते हैं। ठीक है, कोई इशू नहीं आ रहा है। डेली हटा देता हूँ एक बार, एंड डेली नित्यम करते हैं तो नित्यम आ गया। नाउ वी विल चेक इन आवर डेटाबेस कि कितने डॉक्यूमेंट्स बने हैं, क्योंकि मैंने 3-4 बार पोस्ट कर दिया। सतलोक एंड भक्ति बोध, ठीक है, तो एक ही डॉक्यूमेंट बना है, विच इज गुड, एंड स्लग नहीं बना है। ठीक है, स्लग नहीं बना, एंड वी नीड स्लग, so we need to check what's wrong. Almost schema dot validate error language, find one on update, then bhakti both validate category, schema validate category is there, then we need to update the slug will be this is required, although we didn't got any kind of error. Trim true, lower case to true. Why is that issue? Category. There is some issue with the slug creation. We need to check. Let me just try to drop this collection and try to create the document again. Okay, now let's create it once more, and yet we are not having this. What the both? Interesting. Lowercase termed quad times slug. We'll ask from GPT what's going wrong, because here it's saying that if only not modifier, then you can create the slug, otherwise you will just pass it. And add or update slugs here also. Slug is not getting created. Okay, so he said that this find one and update won't trigger this middleware of validate. The pre-hook of our mongoose. So in that case, I need to change it with our manual update and add functionality. Okay, we can remove these. Okay, so here you can clearly see that a new document is asked to find. Okay, if it's there, then we need to set the new data. Otherwise, what we will do is we will going to create a new data of it, and then we will send it to our router layer. And now if we will try to create it again, once we need to drop it, and okay, this is dropped. We'll create again. Now we got the slug, and if I try to create it again, so in that case, it should not, the document should not should not get duplicated. We need to check that also. So yeah, here is the only one document which is right. And if I say that I want to add another category, then it will ask us to please keep these categories uh, under this category keyword, right? So that's okay. That's working fine. Like this, we need to, okay, this is working fine now, and let's try to update it. Test, and we'll update it. Nityam category test Nityam prior recitation. Yeah, it's working fine. Now we will going to create a new router. What the heck? The new router is for the channel connection test. So Bhakti both. So here will be Bhakti both And what do we need here is channel ID and API key. Okay, that's nice. And what we need is channel connection test. So, one thing which I have not added here is the language which we will be passing through the headers. So language and like this. Okay. Then channel connection test. If we will ask it like this, then channel ID cannot be empty. If I will pass something to it like this, then we will get API key cannot be empty. We will pass something to it, and then we will get internal server error. Okay, because we might have not yeah, so we got something from the YouTube API itself, and we need to Axios error failed by 400. Okay, so we need to wrap this with try catch because we are like handling it with an external API. So in that case, we need to use this, and in case of any error, we need to change. We need to throw a new. We throw a error. So now we are getting invalid channel ID or the channel does not exist. Okay. Now we can. Now I need to test it with the right ID if it's working or not, which I can't show you, but that's okay. So YouTube API key. Okay, that's not what I want. Uh, console. Guys, please सब्सक्राइब कर देना यार. आगे बढ़ाओ भाई को. API and services. YouTube data API. It is connected with this one. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so ये वाली channel ID हमें चाहिए. So I can I can extract it. Bum, 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 bum. Switch account. And now what I can do is can go to view channel and share the channel, copy channel ID, Oh, sorry, there is something. Hmm. Now what we need is the channel ID and the API key. So, so actually, it's throwing multiple errors. Like it can throw multiple errors. In that case, we need to check it like this. Let me show you guys. So, not this. Okay, so we can remove this one. Okay, basic validation that's being done there only. Now we have the URL access there, and if that's not there, then we can throw this. We can send the whole channel response instead of this object. That was not needed actually. And here is here is the thing which I was talking about, that this API of YouTube can throw like multiple errors with different error codes. Okay, so the error code which I'm getting right now is this, which says blocked or quota exceeded. So that's what I was facing. All right. Now we can test it again, and we will get that API key blocked or quote excited. Check your YouTube API setting. That's working fine. Let me show you guys as well. So here you can see. Okay. Now let's go to other API as well, which is upload file. Upload file, and in this we can use form data. Okay, and we can specify this as file to file, and we can select any file. uh, let's say this, and if we will ask to upload it, it will upload and give us this URL. Okay, which we can then like use it there. Okay, that's fine. Then What else do we need? The last URL, which is bhakti both by category itself. And Nitniam, I guess the category we have given. Okay, and if it try to get it, it's there with the slug. We can get it by slug as well, but we will use this slug in the on the client side, not the website, not in the web. So that's the thing, and we can name it get bhakti both by category. Okay, so bhakti both part is done, and we can mark it as done. Strike through. Now we will move to biography. Add new folder, biography. Okay, let's do the biography thing. Now what do we need to do with the biography is a simple title and content, and then we can upload biography images as well. So it will like uh, upload multiple images at once. Okay, so we need two APIs. Okay, two APIs for this and one API for showing this content. Two APIs for posting and one API for like, do we have here okay, yeah, so two APIs for post and one API for get the content. All right, how much time? So it took us 2 hours to complete Bhakti Bodh. Great. Biography. Okay, and let's come to the service. What happened with this? I I can't collapse that fucking thing. Now what we need is exports, add or update biography phy, add or update biography sync data. Okay, then we need exports, add, upload biography, upload biography images, files. If I select this, it will, yeah. Then exports get biography. Yes, Y and C, and nothing is needed. Uh, we might need language. We might need language here as well. Category and the language. Get bhakti both by language. And why language? Because on the admin side, admin is able to add this bhakti both in multiple languages. Okay, so in that case, if client wants to see in, like, in the available languages the content of this bhakti both, then he can switch in between these languages, and on the basis of category and language the particular bhakti both will be shown to him or her. So that's the case. All right, so we will do that. Mm, mm, mm. So what we need to do is, just a second. Alright, so in that case, what we need to do, we need to create a base match, const base match, and we need to category. We need to add language. So if language is present, then do what? Do whatever I say. Base match language detail dot code needs to be equal to the language to lowercase dot trim. Okay, that's what we want, and aggregate dollar lookup from GUAGES languages. What the heck? GUAGES languages. Local field will be language. Foreign field will be underscore ID as language detail, which I have provided here. Then we need to unwind this. Dollar unwind, and need to provide this the same. Then we just need to do the match stage, and we will use this base match, and then we will sort this. And do we need sort? Yes, we need sort with the with whichever part is created to be sorted as. We don't need the sort because let's keep it like this only. Alright, and on this part where we need Bhakti Bodh by category, we will also ask for language header. So language quest dot headers dot language will be en by default, and it will be passed here. Okay, now it will work fine. Now let's come to the biography again. Let's make the services first. Get biography, upload biography images, or upload or update biography. So we need this, we need here the language GUHE. Okay, and I haven't tested uh, that thing. Let's test it now. What I will do is I will say that here's the HN part and I will ask the GPT to give me, but category will be this only. So in the Hindi we can't give. In that case we need to remove this thing. Okay, so क्या होगा कि कैटेगरी कोई सी भी डाल सकती है, बस वो नहीं होगा, क्या बोलते हैं, यूनिक कैटेगरी कैटेगरी रहेगी। ठीक है, तो we need to update this because there is a conflict when we will be adding it in Hindi. Okay, though category cannot be in Hindi. Let's try what happens. Bhakti both and category needs to be. यूनिक लोअर केस और ये भी यूनिक होना चाहिए। ठीक है, ज़रूरी नहीं है ये यही रहे, बट ये यूनिक होना चाहिए। ओके, एंड tubes there. Then what else do we need? Then it won't done anything. Now what we can do, we also need to remove the validation from the routes. So in Bhakti Bodh, this valid route needs to be removed and this needs to be removed as well. Okay, now this will work fine. And if I will ask GPT to give me so it kept the category nickname in English. Okay, just keep it that way only, because I don't want to mess up anything. Okay, because there's no issue with the keeping that name thing. Okay, although like GPT is not showing any issue, so let's keep it in this way only. Now I will use this part, place it here. I will keep the headers to Hindi and update it. Okay, so a name thing has been made. Cancel, don't save. Okay, let's go here. What do we have? Uh, Bhakti Bodh, and let's filter. Okay, so this is not what we want. We want an another document for this, right? In the Hindi language. So for that, what we just need one thing, and let me show you. Add fact. Add or update Bhakti both. And what we need to do is we just need to add this part here. Language, and with the language we want this. Okay, so not this, bro, sorry, this dot id. Okay, so this will find the document presented here, and for the slug we can say that slug can be generated like this. Instead of that, we'll make it like this. So const uh, language equals to await language dot find one, or find by id this dot language. Okay, we will going to get the language here, and what we can do is we can is it like this language dot code. Okay, so what we are going to do here is uh, we are going to say that let me show you. So I have done this. So it will be like fetched for it will like concat the language code to the slug itself. So let me show you an example. But before than that, okay, let's try doing this. Update. Okay, um, add one with Hindi. Haven't I guess I have saved it. Let's delete. I'm dropping the collection again. Okay, now I'm going to save it. Okay, so Nitniyam in Hindi is saved. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create Nitniyam in English as well. So let's copy this, add this, beautify, and now what is done here is that Nitniyam in English has been created, and we should get two documents of Nitniyam now. The both, yeah. So Nitniyam in Hindi and Nitniyam in English is there. Now one more thing I want to check if I do this. Okay, so Nitniyam in Hindi will get updated. In English will get updated. Okay, yeah, that's working fine. And one more thing, let's change it to Hindi HN. Okay, and copy this one. Okay, and दैनिक नित्य नियम करके कुछ है, and we can like delete this. Okay, and let's update this one. So नित्य करके है, so यहाँ पे अभी दैनिक है. If I will update this, and yeah, this is working fine now. And if I want to get this, like uh, get Bhakti Bodh by category, so now we can get it by language as well. So have have I so language is there. Okay, and language code is then being matched here. So first I want Nitniyam in English. It's there, but we want this to be dot length smaller than 1. Otherwise we are going to send only one document, because there will be only one document. Okay, now it won't come in. Okay, wait for some seconds. Okay, so it's in English. Now we will get it for Hindi. So nickname in Hindi is there. That's working fine. Okay, so now let's get back to the biography thing. Now we want to make where we were. Bhakti Booth is now finally being completed, and we were here. Just close them. Okay, add or update, upload, and this data is there. Now what we want is that check for the language first. Have we made? Okay, so we also need to make mm, biography.model.js const mongoose. And into the biography, we need to the title. Okay, type will be string, required will be true, and yeah, that's it. Then we need content. Content type will be string again, required will be true again, and then we need language. Oh, not this language. Type will be the code. Mongoose dot types dot object id, and reference will be given for the languages. Languages, okay. And okay, so one more thing which I have left in this is to create timestamps. Time stamps true. In biography as well, we need to make timestamps. Okay, that's done. And one more thing we want is images, and we are going to have different images URLs only. So it can be given as this string. Okay, or just URL, then we can give it like this string. Like if you want to give objects, then you can like create an object and pass the type in it. If you want just the string URLs, then you can specify it like this. That's done. Uh, just a second, guys. All right, guys. We are going to stream in a while now. Okay, I'll be taking some rest and then we'll stream again.